we return again to Observer Retro Streams. Coming next, we continue the Journeyman Project 3, Legacy of Time, Part 3 on August 2nd. Please be advised that due to scheduling and personnel issues, an indefinite hiatus will be scheduled after Part 3. We will bring you further updates as they happen. Now, roll the recap.
Don, there's somebody on that boat. He looks familiar. Call me time-space happy, but I swear that's Dr. Elliot Sinclair, the scientist who invented time travel. The guy you put away for 10 to 20 at Vega Thowlin. Where will the Earth Mother reveal the Galeth?
In the temple, it will flow up out of the earth on a column of water, and as the water flows over the Galeth, it will become imbued with healing powers and refill the reservoir. At least, that is how the Templars have told us it happens. They're the only ones allowed to witness the miracle.
The Earth Mother's children?
The sun and the moon. Each is so certain that the Galeth belongs to himself alone, that they jealously chase each other through the sky day and night, but they only come together once in a great many years.
Why do you celebrate the Kalos Kalire?
Oh, there are many reasons, really. But most see the Kalos Kalire as an excuse to live life to its fullest before the end comes.
Who are the Templars?
They are the priests. Some say the Earth Mother gave them the secret of eternal life. But who would know? They almost never leave the temple. Only once have I ever seen one of them.
Does the healing water really work?
Oh, yes. But non-natives are not allowed in the temple.
How does the battle end?
If the battle ends peacefully, the Earth Mother retains the Galeth, and the people of Atlantis enjoy many more years of life and good health. If not, the Earth Mother perishes, and Atlantis along with her.
Looks like nasty weather.
Yes. It may even rain. So you are my contact then? Were it not for these bonds, I would have been able to meet you as planned. But I have spoken to a member of my crew. He will be coming to free me later. Once I am released, I will seek you out.
Why do you call this a prison island?
Yours is not the first ship to be captured by the Atlantean fleet. The people of Atlantis go to such lengths to ensure that their private utopia remains unspoiled by invaders or trade. But what makes it a utopia for native Atlanteans makes it a prison for their second-class citizens. No one is allowed to leave. You will never see your homeland or your family again. Nor will you be granted temple rights.
So, what's your plan?
Your skills were impressed upon me by a fellow countryman of yours, Amun, the Egyptian. He will give you the details of the plan, and you can find him at the windmill nearest to us. When he asks about the weather, tell him it is going to be a long winter.
Still looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it looks like it's going to be a long winter.
Ah, good. Then the beggar has convinced you to join us, Ahmed. How long has it been? 10 years? 12? It is good to see you again, old friend. Well, now you see that my ship was not lost at sea. Surely everyone must think that. But soon, I will be able to tell them the truth myself.
So, what's the escape plan?
The plan is to escape the island while everyone is celebrating the Kalos Kalira. But what's more, Padros and I have uncovered a secret passage to the inner temple. Tomorrow, I will escort Padros through the passage to rescue his old friend Saros and escape with the Galeth. After, we will meet at the outer docks, board 3 ships, and sail away undetected.
If you ask me, and I suppose you just did, the mural is depicting the ceremony that the olive oil woman spoke of. She told us that the Galeth floats up on a column of water and imbues the water with healing properties during the initiation rite for the Templars. The pyramid object in the mural might be the Galeth. Gage, the writing on this mural is a variant of Linear A, one of the oldest known ancient Earth languages. I'll try to translate as literally as I can. We are the children of the Earth Mother. Long ago, she lived among us, protecting and teaching our people. Her power and knowledge were beyond measure. Before she left us, she entrusted our priests with the power of life, the power to heal and renew, the gift of immortality. We must honor her memory by always guarding the Earth Mother's blessing. I assume the pyramid shapes in the mural show the 3 Sosiqui artifacts, and that the top pyramid with the Atlantean bull symbol represents the power of life. The inscriptions make no mention of the other 2 symbols. We are the second children of the Earth Mother, doomed to be consumed by her first children, the sun and the moon. As the 2 enemies move through the heavens, both fighting each other for the Mother's power, the world beneath trembles from their terrible might. We know that one day they will come together and cause the dark day that will destroy our city, the Kalos Kalire. They seem to have incorporated the sun and the moon into their religion mythology. The eclipse of the sun and moon represent the day that the Sorolans and the Quo Thalas battle over Atlantis and destroy the city. Following the assumption that the Atlanteans believed the aliens were gods, the Earth Mother that appeared before the Templars and gave them immortality must have been the Sosiqui, posing as their Earth deity. The symbol in the middle of the mural must represent the artifact of life that the Sosiqui aliens entrusted with the Templars.
Padros, I'm glad to see they agreed to send you. You know, seeing you again brings back the good times we had during initiate training. That is until... Well, I wish I'd had the courage back then to stand with you instead of biting my tongue and grudgingly accepting the Templars' insular views. I was a coward.
Yes, their views were very, insular.
Yes. And you were absolutely right. The Galeth does not belong to the Templars. It was meant for everyone. What right do they have to determine who should or shouldn't receive its healing grace? And despite great risk to yourself, you stood by your beliefs, even though it would mean at the very least giving up an opportunity you had waited your entire lifetime for.
Opportunity?
The opportunity to commune with the Galeth, to find out if you were worthy of its most precious gift, eternal life. But now you shall have your chance. I will not stand in your way. I hereby renounce my title of Guardian Templar. I haven't the stomach for it. But before I go, you will need this. It will no longer serve me.
What will you do now?
When I became a Templar initiate, I truly believed the Order was my life's calling. But I now realize that I cannot do the world a service by sequestering the Galeth from those in need. I have been given a gift, and it's time I use it. I can help others, share with them the teachings of the Earth Mother. Her blessings were meant for all. Your courage has helped me to see this, and now I must call upon my own to find my way. Good luck, my friend.
Every clock needs some sort of stored energy to keep accurate time. Brilliant work! Looks like your water clock repair correspondence class has finally paid off. Let's grab that rock and get out of here.
I can feel Sosiqui energy flowing from you. Show me what you have found.
This object was sheltered in one of the temples. Could it be the legacy?
Yes, this is a relic of the Elders. It bears the mark. The other inscriptions are very complex. I will attempt to translate, but my knowledge of Sosiqui is limited. We discovered long ago that several old Earth languages were actually primitive dialects of Sosiqui. This is only a part of the true legacy. The inscriptions speak of 3 vessels piously guarded that hold the powers of the legacy. This is only one, but Gage has given us hope.
Did you find objects like this in the other 2 temples?
No. I haven't searched them completely yet.
I briefed the World Senate on what's been going on. They lifted the suspension and have given us full sanction to search for the legacy. You must understand, Ambassador Yosala. TSA protocol requires that only agents stay in the command room.
I understand, Commissioner Baldwin. If you need our assistance, you need but to ask. I will devote all my energies to slowing the advance of the Quothalas.
Dalton, I want you to pore over every molecule of this thing and run these inscriptions to our language database. We need information.
I'm gonna need someone knowledgeable to help me analyze this. Not to question your judgment, sir, but you just kicked that someone out.
I need to know who I can count on in a crisis. The only people I can fully trust are my agents.
Bring Michelle back. She's an expert linguist and historian.
Agent 3, she's a criminal, what's worse, a traitor. She captured and imprisoned you, remember?
No, I don't. That memory was erased. But she did give herself up to give us this chance. Put her under house arrest. Do whatever you have to do, but bring her back. We need her.
I can't do this alone.
Very well. I'll release her. But if she slips up once, she's history.
I think she might surprise you. I'll be back when I find another of the artifacts.
You should know. The Catholics have entered Symbiotry space. They are ignoring all other planets and continuing towards Earth. It is doubtful the Symbiotry defenses will slow them. Time is now our enemy.
Welcome back, everyone. We have acquired one of the 3 Sosiqui artifacts, and that leaves only 2 more time periods to uncover. Sorry for the long recap, but as I've said, this game has a lot more dialogue in it than the previous 2 did, so it's a lot harder to move through cleanly, if you know what I mean.
Now I'm sure you're the only employee here. You're like a night watchman named Pops who comes around once in a while with a big ring of keys to make sure all the shiny metal things here still beep and look pretty.
One thing I didn't point out is that, unlike the first two, Legacy of Time has a feature where we can watch the actual cutscenes over again. It's not really events from the time periods, but good to have something like that. Let me just adjust the sound a little bit more. There.
No one here to send us off again. It's not like I'm asking for a big goodbye party or anything, but a little appreciation would be nice. We're risking our necks here and... What? You got a get back soon card from Agent 3? Well, whoop-de-doo, Mr. Popular.
Well, like I said, we finished Atlantis. And I could go back to El Dorado, but in part 1 I got a little bit stuck because I realized I was missing something. So let's go to the one place we haven't been yet, in the Himalayan mountains. And don't forget, we are going to be back and forthing a bit, like Pegasus Prime.
There's the Tibetan monastery we saw spilled all over the ravine. I have to say, it looks much better erect than wrecked.
Yeah, kind of looks like the Patala Palace. This whole structure was blown clean through. Now that's a drop.
Sorry, Gage, there's a person ahead. You need a chameleon, guys, before we can go there.
Right, I forgot. Hello? Who's that? Thank you for a control button.
That white lawn ornament beside the path is called a chorten. It's a sacred monument that marks a path to a holy place. According to religious lore, sacred items or the remains of holy people are placed within them. Come to think of it, that temple building across the ravine looks as if it was built in the shape of a giant chorten. Or maybe I'm being terribly Freudian.
Haha. Yeah, the last time I saw one of these, it was in that desert world in Inca 2, and we had to call down lightning to strike it.
Here, Swiss Miss grows only the finest hot chocolate beans. Gage, you're wearing a time suit. Do you see a problem here?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
In all likelihood, that human roadblock is a Buddhist pilgrim, and from his ragged appearance, he endured a difficult journey to reach this place. The pilgrim seems overwhelmed with reverence. Maybe he saw you coming and thinks that you're the great chameleon god, descended from the heavens. Tell him that you demand a large sacrifice of bugs and insects.
Hello.
From his uniform and square shoulders, I would guess that guard is a warrior monk known as a Dobdob. The guard's so nice, they named him twice. For protection, Tibetan monasteries allowed Dobdobs to practice the arts of war. Think of him as a monk with an attitude. And that attitude is, I don't like you very much. Gage, wouldn't it be funny if you asked him for his staff and he said with a straight face, "Never, infidel, you'll have to pry it from my cold, dead fingers."
It's funny because if we still have the version of the staff from the future,
Greetings, stranger. Do you wish to cross the bridge?
No.
not yet anyway. Not a whole lot of information to go on what this place is yet.
Hello, friend. I can sense you are someone with a higher purpose. Like me, you have come to this monastery to seek something.
Well, howdy there, pilgrim. What are you seeking?
What most seek when they come here. Enlightenment. To join with the great Buddha and experience nirvana. But before I can transcend, I must achieve something that I could never grasp. Humility. I must confront my pride. Are you a humble being?
To be honest, I never really thought about it. I'm not sure.
Well then, traveler. Always ask of yourself the questions you cannot answer, and continue seeking. There are answers here, everywhere.
Tell me about the monastery.
This is the monastery of Shangri-La. The monks here have achieved complete inner serenity. I have traveled many hard months to reach this place, but the true journey begins here, before Shangri-La itself. Physically traveling here was simple, compared to the challenges posed by the true path.
Shangri-La, eh? And Buddhism,
Tell me about the true path.
Most people walk about in a world of delusions, clouded by vices and deception. But there is a path of truth that cuts through the illusions, a path of deliverance. It is a path that begins with understanding the virtues of the spirit and embracing its truths. Go there, traveler, to the monastery, and walk the path to discover the secrets you seek.
Goodbye.
Always tread the path, and peace will find you.
very strange. Wait a second. Why is that bridge up there guarded when this one is freely accessible? On second thought, I'll wait on this one.
Greetings, stranger. Do you wish to cross the bridge?
Yes.
You must give the offering of the initiate before you can cross the bridge and enter Shangri-La.
What kind of offering are you talking about?
It has always been a tradition for an aspirant seeking induction into our order to give a silk scarf before crossing the bridge.
The man has a taco for a hat, and now he wants to add a silk scarf to his ensemble. Look at that black eye. No wonder the other monks beat him up. Okay, he wants a scarf, that's fine. But if we get it and then he asks for mascara, I'm leaving. Where can I find a silk scarf?
Usually the family makes a silk scarf for the initiate. Silk is a rare treasure, but it is never far from worldly men. I am sure you will find what you seek if you look far and wide.
Goodbye.
Well, at this point, I actually don't know where I would find one, so... We didn't get very far in this place of El Dorado either, but we haven't explored everything yet. Out of all the time zones, this one's actually the smallest, because even though the main village is on that plateau, there's no balloon docked here. Disk space limitation is a pain in the neck. There is another balloon sitting by itself there, though.
Stop where you are!
Mateo, you cannot keep distracting me. I have to maintain my watch. Go home, boy. This is a place for men.
But sir, why can't I see the shaman?
The shaman is inside the aviary, completing long rituals. He is not to be disturbed.
I think we have to get rid of the guard somehow. Maybe we can put the guard to sleep. Gage, go talk to him about your love life. Well, goodbye, sir.
Farewell, Acheo. Remember what I told you.
We want to see the shaman, but the guard won't let anyone pass. Let's try to sneak around behind him. Maybe if we walk quietly through that bush between the wall, he won't spot us. All this guard cares about is his duty and his balloon. A cloud piercer.
Why, the very name suggests a dastardly possibility.
I know the solution to this puzzle, it's just I don't have the item to do it with yet. Haven't been over to this side of the pyramid yet. What in the...
The face on the pedestal with a toothy grin is a coatl. In mythology, it's a feathered serpent, similar to a dragon. See the cavity in its mouth? Coatl is a South American word for gingivitis. That indentation has some significance, but I don't think it means they're out of soap. This pedestal is arrow-shaped. It seems to be pointing to that pool just ahead.
I can tell what this is right away, but again, we don't have that item. It's dead end after dead end. Well, there's only one person I can think of who had a silk scarf. Which means, yes, even though we completed this, we can still re-explore it. Don't worry, I'll be in and out of here really quick. I'm trying to head back to the windmill, actually. Oh yes, sometimes Arthur can go on for really long chains of puns, and this is one of them.
I hate to make aesthetic criticisms in other people's homes, but this rug looks like a beaver exploded. This looks like it should be on Shatner's head. Or it could have been on Ernest Borgnine's back. Nice flat puppy. No real animals were harmed to create this computer-generated rug. If meat is murder, then that rug is at least a severe beating. Chia floor. Gage, slowly reach for the shears. No sudden movements, it looks hungry. How many human beards had to die to make that rug? The ferocious wig creature from the planet Weave waited patiently, hungrily on the ground, biding its time for its favorite unsuspecting meal, a scrumptious time travel agent. That rug looks like a... Forget this. If you can think of a funny line, please write to Presto Studios, care of everyone involved, but no one who cares.
Yeah, a stand-up comedian can only keep it up for so long. So, yeah, I never looked in this box. Aha! Oh. It's just a schematic of the secret passage. Nice Egyptian papyrus, though. Not gonna lie, folks, I am actually playing rather blind at this point because it actually has been a long time since I actually went through this particular game. Well, at least we got a laugh. Well. Well, there's only one thing I haven't tried yet, and that's that unsecured bridge. Typical. You think one thing is, you're not ready to tackle one obstacle, and it turns out to be the one you need to go through. Well, let's take a closer look then.
Look at the ground on this side of the bridge, Gage. It's green. Some technology is keeping ice away from this side of the mountain. This culture must be advanced. They have invented the Zamboni centuries before its time. Those colorful symbols on yonder rock are the 6 syllables of a holy Buddhist mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. It means Om, a jewel in the lotus. Graffiti in Shangri-La? Those darn punk monk vandals have struck again. Each syllable in the mantra is important. Om begins and ends all meditation. It is said to be the perfect sound of the universe, but not when you say it like this.
Oh my God, lady!
I don't even want to know what that's referencing.
Hum, the last syllable of the jewel mantra, is an angry syllable, meant to be a spiritual war cry against vice. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now everybody! Om Mani Padme Hum. Next verse, same as the first. Om Mani Padme Hum. And then it just goes on and on and on like that.
Thanks. Thanks for getting it stuck in my head, Arthur. It's probably a good thing, actually. You never know.
The inscription speaks of the 4 noble truths. All forms on the wheel of life suffer. The cause of all suffering is ignorance. The true path to deliverance is blocked by vice and falsehood. Knowledge of the virtues will reveal the true path.
Interesting. Now, what are these?
I think we've wandered onto the petting zoo. Get a quarter and let's find the yak feed dispenser. How cute, a black and white snuffleupagus. In Tibet, yaks are a major natural resource. The milk they produce is turned into a treasured butter product. Yak butter is used in food, tea, candles, and even used to make incredible sculptures. So, don't be surprised one day when Tibetans invent cold fusion from the curdled milk of yaks.
Yeah, right.
Many devout Buddhists are in fact vegetarians. Tibetans often left animals under the care of monks to protect them from slaughter. Someone might have brought those beasties here to prevent them from becoming McYaks. A lot of people don't know this, but before there were wax museums, there were yak museums. Yes, I'm kidding, Gage.
What's this?
That's a statue of Buddha, the holy man responsible for creating the Buddhist religion. Before becoming a deity, Buddha was known as Siddhartha, a man from India who transcended worldly suffering, becoming a paragon of spiritual perfection. I believe those deer represent Buddha's first sermon in Benares, India, where it was said that even the animals approached to listen. The shrine of the animal realm, to enlighten the savage.
Interesting. Air vents, huh? Believe it or not, there's a switch inside, and yes, I could pull it with this gaff rod, but I'm not going to yet, because, well, I'll leave that as a surprise.
Now this is interesting. The walls on this building are partly made of a slightly translucent paper to allow sun to pass through. It reminds me of a greenhouse. A greenhouse in the Himalayas? Isn't that like looking for an ice needle in a butter haystack on a very hot day? I don't think I've quite mastered this simile thing yet.
Hello? Who is this?
Ask him some questions, Gage. Ask him if he knows his slip is showing. Gosh, Keith Richards hasn't changed at all.
Ah, a new face on the mountain. I am Imul, keeper of the greenhouse and the shrine.
Tell me about the greenhouse.
Gladly, traveler. To sustain the brothers of our order, we grow our own food. Heat from tunnels below the monastery sustains the crops and even allows the wishing tree to thrive.
Am I wrong, or is that accent kind of strange?
Where are these steam tunnels?
A system of steam tunnels run underneath the monastery and taps into natural hot springs deep in the mountain. They were built long ago to bring heat to our monastery and to this greenhouse so we could grow our own food.
What kind of crops do you grow?
Oh, we grew a wide variety of vegetables here. But unfortunately, the crops have been suffering lately. I am sorry, but my cold seems to be getting worse.
Oh, he's sick?
How did you catch your cold?
I have not been able to give the Praetors their offering. I know that is why the crops are dying. The hungry spirits have been offended. They have blamed me for my failure and given me this cold.
Tell me about the shrine.
The shrine for the Praetors' realm, the hungry spirit, is in this greenhouse. I am charged with making offerings to the ravenous spirits to appease them.
What is the wishing tree?
The tree at the center of the greenhouse is the wishing tree. It is very old and sacred. The fruit it bears is a treasure and believed to grant longevity. However, the tree has been sick lately. I think the roots may have been afflicted.
Well, since I'm not stopping her, I think I'll just wait on this.
Goodbye.
Farewell, new friend. I hope to talk more with you later.
Because what we need to progress in El Dorado is actually in this room. I was going to cover this area in part 3.
Hey, I've been looking for a knife like that. Let's try and find another one and play Klingon Blood Challenge. Kapach! That means Fraidy Cat. You better take that knife, Gage. You never know when we're gonna have to butter some curved toast.
Did I mention we haven't actually gotten to any kind of puzzle in the last hour? Well, I think we're finally about to. Man, 1 hour without a single puzzle. That's not like adventure games.
Stop where you are.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Mateo, you cannot...
Skip this.
Well...
Skip that part. As Atahualpa would say, at least he can't see me from there. This is exactly the kind of thing that Atahualpa from Inca 2 would do. Pardon my dogs. Hehehehe.
Hang around. Hey, let go! You're unraveling my sweater! No matter what time period you live in, traveling coach is always bad. Quick, pull him up to the balloon so we can toss him over the side again. Hey, I bet he feels like he's got the world on a string. Get it? World on a... I'll be quiet now.
And no matter which way you look at it, this is kind of dangerous. Somebody should help him. And it's not gonna be us. We also can't talk to him anymore, but this car didn't have much to see anyway. I mean, I could have talked to him as the other guy, the farmer, but I don't want to drag down this stream. Two paths here, which is why well.
Someone just used this vehicle. The heating element is still hot. Between your natural gas and my hot air, we should be able to get this jalopy off the ground. That stone piece above the gas tube is a flint striking block. If we had another piece of flint to strike against it, we could ignite the gas.
Right now, we don't.
I'm thinking joyride! Gage, you bring the cheese, I'll bring the wine, a little altitude, some romantic music, bright stars. Look into my eyes, Gage. The jar on the floor of the gondola must contain the gas to lift the balloon. I assume the gas travels through the connecting tube into the jar to be ignited into hot air. I thought gargoyles were made of stone. This one's made of mean and ugly.
How did you get in here? This is no place for boys. Go back to your farm, Acheul.
Kokar, stay your hand. Allow the boy in. I have need to speak with him. Don't worry. I don't think he is armed. Well, Acheul, have you come to hear a story?
Tell me the story.
Long before you and I, time and space begot the four element spirits. Together, they bore many children, including twin brothers. Two great birds, who each founded mighty tribes. When the spirits disappeared from the world, the brothers fought across many lands for the right to inherit a totem that held the secrets of the spirits. Fearing that the brothers would abuse the totem's power, the watchful spirits asked a young man in a village to help them.
Can you tell me about the spirits?
The old teachers. There have been 6. Most only know of the element spirits: fire, earth, air, and water. But the other 2, they are different.
Tell me about the 2 other spirits.
Most would find this difficult, but I think that you would understand it, Acheul. The 2 other spirits are time and space. Time consumes all. Space encompasses all. Together, they are all. They show me the dreams of what was and what is to come in the ritual of seeing.
Why did the brothers fight?
They would not share in the inheritance of their elders, both arrogantly believing the other to be unworthy of claiming the totem.
What is this totem?
It is an object that contains a great knowledge of the spirits. It is meant for all of their children, when all are grown and ready.
Who was this young man?
He was the first shaman.
before the brothers came to the village. The spirits of time and space broke the totem into 3 pieces and gave the shaman one of them to go and hide. Knowing the brothers' power, the shaman pleaded with the element spirits for guidance.
Did the spirits guide the young man?
Yes. Kualakwa and Kohabota, the spirits of fire and air, heard the shaman's cry and whisked him into the clouds. While high above his village, he saw the perfect hiding place, so he went there and concealed the totem. He asked all of the elements to guard it, and they have ever since. This happened many generations ago, and yet there is still more.
Please speak of the 4 element spirits.
They used to live among us long ago. They showed us how to master our land with knowledge. They showed us how to bring water to the plateaus and make wells. They showed us how to harness fire and air to fly into the skies. And then they left.
What is the ritual of seeing?
When I ride my holy balloon over the pampas, the spirits show me a place that no other eyes can look upon. The dream place. I see the ancient lines traced by our forefathers, moving across the plains like snakes, until I see images of yesterday and tomorrow.
Where did the spirits go?
They went to the dream place. They still speak to me during the ritual of seeing.
Where are the pieces?
One was given to the young man, the first shaman of our people, to hide. The other 2, scattered by the spirits of time and space.
Where was the hiding place?
Somewhere near the temple, concealed by 2 elements and guarded by the rest.
Tell me the rest of the story.
The brothers never found the totem. I left to search for it far away. Ever since, the shaman of each generation has dreamed of the brothers' return. But I have seen a new dream of the story's end and of another young man.
Who is the young man?
You, Achael. There is something special about you. You have a destiny. You must save the totem from destruction, for it has a great purpose. You will finish the story. Remember what I have told you. Call upon the spirits. They will help you as they did the first shaman. You will also need the talisman that I gave you. You will know what to do with it. Do you still have it?
I must have left it back at the farm.
You must go home and get it immediately. It is important. Quickly!
What is the ending?
Our city dies. Our warriors all perish in battle. Valiantly. The brothers spare nothing. Only a young man will survive. The one who will save the totem.
Goodbye, shaman.
May the spirits watch you today.
This conversation, unlike the others, is actually very important because they actually gave us a clue towards the next few puzzles. So the shaman thinks we're the chosen one, eh? Wait, I didn't get the shaman's disguise.
Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? Da-da-da-da-da-da, balloon, da-da-da-da-da-da, up and away in my beautiful... You're not singing, Gage.
Oh, I did not notice that holding the control key also fast forwards Arthur's speech and makes him sound like a chipmunk. There.
Goodbye.
I saw a comment there, but I don't really have the patience. Before I talk to the boy, I want to try something else. Just don't forget, we can literally talk to every single character as every other character in this game.
Shaman, you honor me. Your presence convinces the Earth Spirit Owalpa to bless my crops. I assume this visit concerns my son.
Tell me about your son.
Shaman, you know that Acheo lost his mother in the wintering. He is a strong boy, but the pain, it struck him deeply. He was withdrawn for a long time. Besides me, you seem to be his only friend now. I appreciate the time you spend with him, and the gift was very generous.
What gift are you talking about?
The beautiful talisman you gave him. Achael was always talking about it. When I first saw it, it looked so real. I thought that you had actually given him a true ritual relic. He cherishes it, and he wears it every day. Because of your attention and guidance, I know he will grow up to be a leader of our people.
I can see that you have much to do. I'll let you return to your work.
Thank you, Shaman, for coming. And when you speak to the Earth Spirit, the Owalpa, thank her for the abundant harvest.
Now before I talk to the boy and the proper guys, there are some things you can do.
Not a very active child. Better check his pulse. And while you're at it, check his clothes for loose change. He's dead, Jim. Watch this, Gage. I taught him a new trick. Ready, boy? Play dead. Good boy. Now roll over. He's still asleep? What did he do? Hit the snooze bar on his sundial? Since he's asleep, I've got a gag. Warm up the well water and put his hand in it. This kid must have a degree in narcolepsy.
Not much of a chosen one.
I was just about to get to my chores. Oh, good morning, sir. If you're looking for my father, he's over by the llama pins.
Tell me about your father.
My father is how cool. He harvests all the crops on this mesa. I think he is the busiest man of our village.
Can I have the talisman?
No! The shaman told me not to give it to anyone. He said he saw it in my destiny. It is for me.
Very protective,
Goodbye.
huh?
Bye, sir. I hope I was helpful.
3, 2, 1. And he's sleeping again.
Shaman, I had the dream you spoke of. I saw everything you said I would see.
Interesting. Tell me about your dreams.
I was in your balloon, rushing into the air, and I can see the whole city. The lines on the pampas moved and formed pictures, animals, and people. And I can hear many other shamans talking to me. They told me to look to the temple.
What did you see on the temple?
I saw the faces of the spirits. They said that they knew where the totem was. Then I woke up from the dream.
Do you still have the talisman I gave you?
Why? Do you want the talisman? You gave it to me.
What a silly line.
Achael, I need to take back the talisman for a little while. I need it for an important ceremony.
Oh, of course, my shaman.
The talisman is very ornate. It's shaped like a feathered dragon serpent, the Kuatl. One more trip to 7-Eleven and I'll have the whole set. Goodbye.
Thank you for visiting me, shaman. I can't wait to hear more stories later.
Flop. And all this chatter, and only now we're starting to get to the puzzles. First, though, I glossed over this in part 1.
The pictograms surrounding the mural speak of the great story in the first shaman. He was instructed by the spirits of time and space to hide one of the 3 totems of tremendous power from the fury of their powerful children, 2 winged brothers. To aid him with this task, he called upon the power of the element spirits. They showed him a secret place for the totem. Once the totem was hidden, the shaman bade the spirits to guard it, and they have ever since. After roughly translating the inscriptions, I believe that this mural is somehow depicting the path the first shaman took to hide the totem. I have a sneaking suspicion that the totem is the artifact that we're looking for, so we might want to learn all we can about this great story. The pictograms on this mural speak of the conclusion of the great story. Many generations after the first shaman secured the totem in a secret place, the spirits of time and space would beseech a young warrior to save the totem from the brothers, return to claim the totem. However, the warrior would have to overcome the element guardians protecting the totem. The rest of the mural is unfinished, Gage. I assume that's what the scribe is working on now.
Whoa. Now that's one deep shaft. 20 meters down and at an angle of 30 degrees. At least I think that's what the units are. And the hole is arrow-shaped too. Just to get rid of that comment.
Please don't squeeze the shaman! Goodbye.
Brace yourself, guys, because so far we've only been traveling horizontally in a hot air balloon. But now that we have something else made of flint, we can use the shaman's balloon, which is completely by itself. What in the...
Sinclair says, I'm sorry, but that painting just sucks. But this time, instead of getting mad, I just walk away, as if saying, girlfriend, don't even go there. So then he says, Gage, have you been listening to a word I've said?
No, I was cross-referencing stuff.
From this view, we can pretty much see everything. But I can give some telescopic help if you'd like to sightsee a little better. I hope you brought quarters.
Hello.
Those 4 faces seem to have been placed in a specific orientation around the arrow shape. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure what significance it has at the moment.
Well, better take a picture then. This is what Hachea said he saw in his dream.
Gage! See the 2 birds poised over the arrow-shaped pool? Those birds must represent the brothers. They're fighting over the pool.
So wherever that totem is, it's in that pool, huh? I'm more intrigued by what's over here.
Those Nazca-like lines must represent different times in history. I assume you saw something in those lines while you were daydreaming. It's incredible that they use such a sweeping landscape as their book of history.
So from left to right we have the windmill from Atlantis, the eyes from Shangri-La, what looks like the Iron Eagle from World War II, a nuclear mushroom cloud, and the logo of the Temporal Security Agency. Now I'm all for ancient pre-Columbian civilizations, but this is stretching it a bit. It seems too coincidental to me.
He's single, he time travels, he parts water. Ladies and gentlemen, Gage Blackwood. Gage, we found it! The actual birthplace of Pez!
Pez. As in Pez candy.
I recognize some of these heads from the wall depicting the great story inside the top of the temple. The story on the wall referred to them as the element spirits. 24 ugly heads on the wall, 24 ugly heads. If one of those heads should happen to fall, 23 ugly heads on the wall. I think what we have here is a primitive version of the popular arcade game Whack-A-Mole.
Yep, he's on a roll again.
Yes. This art piece says so much to me. It's as if the heads were yelling out, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, but the other 21 of us are gonna have fun. Hey, Gage, this is just like your tub, only you have the Muppet baby heads. At what point do you think they turned to the pool contractor and said, okay, enough with the heads already? I know it's overkill on the whole head thing, but I'll take this over the little peeing cherub boy any day. Well, I guess we're headed in the right direction. Ow! How did you find my groin, Gage?
Anyway, up in the balloon, we saw a diagram of this exact same arrow shape, and each of them had two specific heads on one side, and there's one set here, one there, and two on that side as well. So all we have to do is input the ones we saw from the top of the temple. So going clockwise from the bottom left, the one on the side was this one.
Hey, the eyes glow. Normally, only your eyes can light up a room, Gage.
No. And as the story said, we have to pass through trials of the element spirits. We conquered water, so here we're tackling Earth next. The next one is actually this one. Finally.
That seemed to do the trick. Sounds like we opened a door nearby.
Yes, the music is nice. That's one of the few things I enjoy about this entry. That's why they released a specific separate soundtrack for it. Ah, of course, the next trial is a trial by fire.
A pessimist might view a wall of fire popping up in front of them as a minor setback. But you, Gage, you're a rock. Stop crying. We can get through this.
If that was,
Cinnamon! No, Gage, your eyebrow's on fire.
If that was one of the earlier games, we would definitely be dead. Well... as we all know, water puts out fire, so...
Bravo, Gage! That should be the last of the Element Guardians. Now let's search the rest of this temple.
Hey, it's that same theme from Atlantis. Interesting how blue it is now.
Here's gourmet food for thought. The shaman, thinking that you were the farm boy Achael, confided that he had a dream about the boy. The shaman saw Achael save the artifact and said that he had a great destiny. Gage, you were disguised as the boy when you visited the shaman. Do you think that he really dreamed about you?
Good question. Okay. Lots of stuff to translate.
I'll translate that large grouping of pictograms on the pillar. Ever since the spirit teachers first gave our shamans the gift of the dream seeing, our people have been entrusted with recording stories that have passed and stories that will come. We have seen that the wrath of the brothers spans across many generations. One day in the shadows of tomorrow, a distant mountain city will be visited by the spirits. Because of their focus, their solemn priests were taught the power of matter. After learning from the all-powerful spirits, these holy men could change the elements. Then the brothers came, demanding the power of matter, and another tribe was destroyed.
Another tribe that can move matter?
Far, far into tomorrow, more years than can be counted by generations, the brothers will return for a final battle when all of the totems are brought together. Our shamans have seen many murky dreams about this coming conflict. Although the outcome is uncertain, the fate of the world will be decided. Far, far into tomorrow, the city of earth and water was the first city that the spirits visited. They taught them the power of life and healing, but their city was consumed by the brothers in a battle of fire and wind.
They know about Atlantis too? So, where the people of Atlantis gained immortality through healing water, or no, longevity, the people of El Dorado gained perception of time. And so Shangri-La had control over matter then?
One terrible day in the shadows of tomorrow, the brothers will come to find the totem that will allow them to see time as our shamans do. They will destroy our city, but our culture, our stories, and our totem will be saved by a brave warrior.
Can't read those two because they're hidden.
That must be the artifact! Hurry and grab it, Gage, and I'll jump us back to TSA.
Excellent work, Gage. While you were gone, Dalton and Michelle discovered something remarkable about the first artifact.
We concentrated our efforts on the overlapping symbols covering the artifact. With a little luck, we found formulae beneath several layers of inscriptions.
And this is the remarkable part. The formulae details the physics necessary for time travel. The very same physics that powers our own jumpsuits.
So the secret of time travel was purposely hidden in our past? And Dr. Sinclair invents that same technology centuries later.
Dear Lord, what is this thing?
Quothalas have entered the Earth system?
Nothing has deterred them. They've ignored the Sarolan ambassador's plea for peace talks. The symbiotry appears powerless. It looks like it's all up to us.
I'll find the last artifact.
Well, 2 down, 1 to go. But short as it was, I'm gonna call it here for today. When we come back, we'll finish Shangri-La, and hopefully I'll have a little surprise at the end of it. See you next time.